heads with our guitar solos. Well, what you just heard is a concept called sidestepping.
What?
And it's one of the coolest tricks fusion players use to instantly create excitement. I'll teach you it here. Make sure to grab my free arpeggio guide, as arpeggios are the doorway into fusion guitar. Let's get into the lesson. Before we start, if it's not clear by now, I am a Greg House super fan. I was for years his private student, transcribing his stuff for years. We spent a lot of time together. So quickly sharing this cool anecdote about sidestepping. When Greg introduced sidestepping to me, he would always say things like, students would ask him, "Hey Greg, how about your outside playing? Are you raising the 7th or doing the 4th raise?" And Greg would always say, "No man, I'm just sidestepping." It's just a beautiful example how pro players really simplify things. What is sidestepping? Well, sidestepping is nothing else than you playing happily along with a backing track, diatonic, so in the key, you're playing inside notes. Suddenly you decide to just shift everything up with a half step and trying to elegantly get back into the key, which you can do doing a half step up or coming a half step down. Let's say we're in the key of D Dorian, D minor, can play, I was happily playing a D Dorian thing, for example, and then suddenly I go, see, I'm just slightly going a half step up. In this case, again another half step up to reach the key center again. We're in D Dorian. Make it even more practical. Here's a backing track in D Dorian. I'm just gonna sidestep. You get the idea, right guys? And well, that's all good and well. Next question becomes, when do we use this? Well, my advice would always be over long stretches of one chord, those static chord vamps, one chord for 199 bars. Because to keep things interesting, we need a few devices to create excitement, keep our audience listening. Question you might ask, is this easy? You might see me do it here. There's more examples at the end of the video. Well, that really depends. I think what really helps are these things. First of all, is good vocabulary. Without any good fusion lines in your backpack, I would say it's gonna be tougher because you're kind of shifting melodic ideas. Might not sound real well. You're shifting them a half step up. They sound even worse, right? So I really believe you need good vocabulary, my friends. So check out my Patreon or my website. I'm doing nothing else. Actually, the last 4 years, I did nothing else but providing incredible vocabulary with Introspection Academy. Secondly, of course, you need a good, juicy, static chord vamp. You can go on Patreon in my shop as well. There's a big package of 25 backing tracks, or you can just search the internet for free and search a good, inspiring backing track like this one. I'll provide it in Patreon as well as a download. And lastly, which might sound strange, is a little bit of courage. It takes really some courage, some visualization, some where I'm going with my fingers, I'm shifting things up, playing things I'm not supposed to play. So let's make it very practical, actionable for you guys. First of all, pick just one, I would say, comfort key. So a key you're comfortable with. That can be an A minor, a D minor, an E minor, typical guitar keys. And then before you put on a backing track, I would do some zone exploration. I'm a huge fan of dividing the fretboard into only 5 zones corresponding with the pentatonic boxes or the gauge system, whatever you want to call it. And then just literally say my comfort keys, for example, D minor. I'm picking this zone, right, the home key. Just literally, here's my comfort key, for example, a D minor. And just do some zone exploration in D minor. Just seeing it works. Some arpeggios, things you know, maybe a lick. Quickly see, whoa, sidestepping, what does that mean? And just a little bit of, I would say, zone exploration. So you're just a little bit mentally prepared before you start that backing track. Get some extra inspiration, just courage to go ahead and try the thing. I've recorded 5 juicy examples for you. 2 of them will be right here on YouTube with in-screen tabs. The other 3 are on Patreon with downloadable tabs, including that juicy backing track. I hope you have a lot of fun exploring this cool sidestepping concept, and if you do, you're also gonna love this video where I'm going very pragmatical with a new set of tools to sound outside and create excitement on the very spot. Thanks for watching.